What is up, bro? This is Pratham, and today I'm going to talk about why motivation is highly overrated. Now, first of all, I want to tell you something about my past. Younger me always wanted to do something productive, always wanted to accomplish something bigger than him, and wanted to make a name for himself. And fair enough, he tried to do it, but the thing he always got wrong was he waited for motivation. He waited for inspiration way too much. As you can figure out, he did not accomplish much of anything. The reason why I'm telling you that motivation is severely overrated is because most people fail to understand what motivation actually is and how it arises. Most of you might have noticed that when you are just sitting around watching something and you accidentally stumble upon a motivational video, you get a sudden urge. You feel like, I had this goal in my mind and I'll just go and do this because of this motivation video. But that just a short span of motivation. That is not an actual, like you can say, a huge thing that will help you to get motivated. A healthy person might go and act on it, but if you are just a social media junkie, it is unlikely that you'll act on just one video. You will have to have some kind of pressure upon you. You might be thinking, Pratham, if motivation is not the answer, then what is? Action. Yeah, I just I'm not recording a film or something. Action is the answer. The thing is, people fail to understand that the things they do actually cause motivation. For example, if you study for a test and you get good grades in it, next time that test happens again, it's most likely that you'll study again because your previous track record. That is how action caused motivation. Your action gives you inspiration and that leads to motivation. This concept was brought to me by Mark Manson in his book The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, which is an absolute must read. The thing is, action will help you to figure out something which just motivation can't. You might be thinking like, I want to do this, but I just don't have enough motivation for this. Fair enough, just try to sit down and try to think about it. Devote some kind of action to it, even if it's as small as thinking about it. That is also an action, and it will help you to figure at least a bit of it, which will help you to move forward. Most of us tend to be overwhelmed with the knowledge we know. For example, I'm trying to make a YouTube channel and I'm trying to build an audience. I might be scared right now when I have 100k audience, 100k subscribers, I might get a little bit conflicted when I was starting. I actually did get a little bit conflicted when I was just started. Like, what will I do if I have 100,000 followers? And you get that how weird that sounds, but this is how most people think. This is absurd that most people tend to think about the bigger possibilities instead of taking the small steps forward. Which brings me to the thing that if you think about the big outcome, big goal you need to reach instead of the small steps you need to take, you will eventually figure out, and the initial motivation and the internal motivation you got to do that thing will disappear. That is why action is so important. Because action will help you take those little steps and will help you maintain that internal motivation along with external motivation and feedback loop which you get from doing those tasks. This is also called do something principle, which was also mentioned in the book. I think that is it for me today. We're all gonna make it.